Yo, what's up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy Jay Tuck, CFT, DMV, and we are covered three. Salute to everyone in the chat watching across all the platforms. Y'all know the rules, y'all know the vibes, man. Share the content, like the content, let everybody know that we are live because we got some actual real football to talk about tonight. So we definitely going to get into it, man. So let's go ahead and jump in, bro. My dog CFT, Rome. How you feeling, man? Let me ask you this, because we were coming off a situation where a lot of Cowboys fans was just feeling over the head, rainbows, skittles, positivity, right? And then Jerry Jones kind of ruined the moment. So overall, right now, bro, how are you feeling when it comes to just the Cowboys season as we gear up for this 2026 season?
I am. I'm gonna put a percentage on it. I'm about 70%. Y'all know I'm optimistic, especially the start of the season. So it's hard to knock me off my optimism. We'll talk further about what happened yesterday. I love this team, and I am self-professed emotional about the team. I don't feel bad about it. I'm a fan. Cowboys fan talk is in the title.
Right.
But you know, I might have had a little bit of overreaction yesterday, just because I was getting a lot of things on the fly. I was driving, digesting a lot of the practice stuff, hearing a little bit more of the details that we'll talk about in a second. I'm not as down on the team. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like I still would like to add some pieces. That ain't gonna stop, but I'm not as down on the actual pieces we have, and I'll elaborate in a second.
Okay. Yo, DMV, what about you, bro?
I, I, they are who we thought they were. I mean, in this team, some of the areas that we felt like they needed to improve, and they tried to sell us on that they were improved in those areas. And I still think that we got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you would say, like you would post the Kobe clip. Job's not finished.
You know,
there were some flashes, the flashes that I knew were going to happen. Pickens, CD, Dak, but outside of that, the run game, Tradash, stopping the run, we still suspect in those areas, man. And I also heard some rumors today that they might be, looking at a running back or something like that, which is something we've been saying this whole time. So, I mean, my question marks still aren't answered, but we do have the preseason games. It's a long preseason. We thought it was going to be short, but this is going to be a long one for us. Pause. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm not too far up. I'm not too far down. It's a roller coaster. It is what it is.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of down right now because I forgot all about that shirt that you got on, bro. I'm like, damn, do I still have one of those? You know what I'm saying? Like a hunting season shirt. I need to bring those back.
I got mine.
Yeah. I was
like, this was not coordinated either. I did this like I threw this on just because. But yeah,
I was trying to think, do I even have one anymore?
Hold on. It's right there.
Oh yeah, bro.
I got mine too.
I need to go find my joint, man. I'm gonna go find my Micah joint, man.
I was saving this. I was saving this for my live stream on Saturday. So
yeah, man. I need to go find mine. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Y'all got one. I don't even think I have one. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I even have one of those? Like,
hey, hold on. We might not even see this on week one. Damn, y'all. Hey.
Facts, man. Facts. So kind of going. For me, man, it's like, y'all know how I've been about this season. I really are not too optimistic when it came to it, but I felt like I was starting to turn the corner because there's things like film-wise, like even though it was just camp clips, I was seeing that kind of was starting to get me excited, right? And I was saying this on Twitter where I felt there was a moment where I was about to pick up one of those Kool-Aid cups, and I was getting ready to take a sip. I was getting ready to take a sip. And Jerry Jones said, man, put that shit down, Tuck, and slapped this shit all over my clothes. You know what I'm saying? Now I got red Kool-Aid stains all over my t-shirt. So, I felt like when I was starting to get excited about football things, the football things that Brian Schottenheimer was doing, we got hit with so many dark clouds and frustrations and narratives and this and that. Jerry Jones started talking. It's really kind of taken some of that excitement back away. So now I have to regain it, right? But I think overall, from a football perspective, you still should be excited, but it's the thing that I constantly talk about, and I know a lot of people want to ignore it. I would like to ignore it, but you can't. It's the Joneses and the circus and the everything that comes along with being a Dallas Cowboys fan that can really just drive you to the point where you're kind of just numb to it. So I think that's my biggest frustration when it comes to it. Now, we did have the scrimmage yesterday versus the Rams. We just got to that come in. I'm gonna try to hit the super chats as they come in now, y'all, because I know sometimes they stack up and we forget and people get upset. And we definitely appreciate y'all for the super chat. So Eric Brown, $5 super chat, says waiting to see how mid-season form looks before I panic. New team, new culture. Gotta be patient. Facts, right?
That's where I'm gonna be going with it a little second. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a not a pass, but a realistic understanding that I give the grace to other teams that I don't even get in my own. So we'll talk about it in a second.
Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to the scrimmage yesterday versus the Rams. And, it's kind of funny to me that, like I said, it was positivity where you couldn't even say something like, hey, man, like, let's just give Jadon Blue some time. Like, oh, you just being negative. Like, it was Tony Dorsett. It was extreme hype. But then after yesterday, it's like, oh, man, same old Cowboys. And so what I'm trying to caution Cowboys fans is, just relax, right? I know we're going through this off season. It's boring, it's dry, there's no football really going on. I personally love the off season. I hate when it's over. But we have to relax. So what happened yesterday? Think about this in a basketball form, Cowboys Nation. It was just a pickup game. Yeah. Nothing too crazy about it, right? So a lot of people, I feel like, are looking real deep into this, what we saw yesterday. But if you go back the last 3 to 4 years, since I'm making content, I've never, DMV wrong. Do y'all remember a scrimmage where we actually looked like we was dominating the scrimmage? I don't think I can think of one off top. We can do it versus the Chargers.
In the scrimmage for the most
part.
We
got whooped last year by the Rams, right? We got whooped by the Chargers. We got whooped by the Broncos. Like it's just a scrimmage, right? So I really want to caution Cowboys fans, not only with the scrimmaging, but also with preseason. We gear up for Saturday. Relax just a little bit, right? There are some things that we can pick up on, but you have to relax. But there's also some good. So Roman, kick things over to you. What were some positive takeaways before we get to the negatives that you saw yesterday or heard about yesterday?
Well, it's cool. Like, it's okay to talk about the negatives because we want to get better as a team. So let's not get frustrated when you hear that thing. Thank y'all for everybody that's tapping in too. I ain't get a chance to do like I normally do, acknowledge all y'all because we be here for a while, but I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, the sub button on all the channels. Positives, we know that Dak Prescott is going to have a great year. It was good to see Joe Milton actually go out there and put in some work. The passing game looks like it's going to be pretty good, like pretty substantial on this team. I know some people had some gripes with Dak Prescott and that he wasn't pushing the ball down the field, et cetera, et cetera. I want to caution everybody, let you know, the NFL, especially the people in our division, like Vic Fangio, he not giving you the over the top. So you can't live and die with that anyway. So get that out your mind. It ain't gonna be deep bombs when it's too high safety the whole game. You gotta learn how to read and matriculate down the field. It was good to see Dak and the passing offense and to see Joe Milton flinging that ball around. I did like, this is what I took from the running game thing. No, we didn't run the ball well, right? But after I freaked out and I realized that Tyler Smith didn't play, you know what I'm saying? Well, our best two trench players on both sides of the football didn't play yesterday. Right. That took a lot of the sting out of it for me. Like, dang, you took two of our best players off the field completely. Not to mention when you add in the fact that although unproven, Tyler Guyton didn't play neither. So our entire left side of our offensive line wasn't there.
Right.
And guess who was lining up on that side? Jared Verse. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to be like, yo, Nathan Thomas, what you doing? It's Nathan Thomas. So I had to calm down. Like, all right, if Tyler Smith was over there and Tyler Guyton, I'm not saying that Tyler Guyton would have shut down Verse because Verse is one of them Tuckno.
Right. Yeah.
Verse is going to be in the same breath as Micah, if not already. He's one of those type of players. So I'm not going to get mad because if Micah was out there, it would have shifted the way our defensive line looked. Because we didn't have our killer. You know what I'm saying? They sit Verse down yesterday. They might be like, yo, the Cowboys offensive line held up a little bit better.
Right.
But what I was going to say before I distracted myself was we seem to really try to run the ball for real. Not like for play, not like McCarthy style. Like, now we weren't successful. For everybody that's not paying attention, we didn't have the success with the running game, but I do want to, because that's my biggest thing with the running game. I want to present balance. You know what I'm saying? Now they might have realized we probably really do need a running back, and that we'll talk about that, I'm sure, y'all. But the attempts, the mindset, the philosophy seems to be there, and that's what I wanted to see. I know we was joking the other day, yo, they're gonna be throwing the ball 45 times, 10 run attempts. I just want to see, can y'all? They're not gonna never. It's not gonna be even. But if we get out there and we get 60-40, or even 75, 70-30. How about that? That's better than last year, y'all.
We was 60-40 last year.
We were?
Yeah.
Because remember towards the end with Cooper Rush, we ran the ball a lot.
Was it 60-40 because Mike McCarthy was trying to hit his quota, or was he trying to run the ball for real? That's the nuance.
We had to run the ball with Cooper Rush at quarterback. Air it out.
So not to be long-winded, I'm just saying the positives on the offensive side of the ball is seeming like we really are going to try to run the ball. Success-wise, that's when you got to get down into the nuance. That's why we do shows like this, because it ain't that simple. You know what I'm saying? As far as defensively, names I wanted to hear, I ain't here. And it is what it is. Like we're the walking wounded in the cornerback room. You know, Troy Pride should not be on Devontae Adams. Come on, man. That's like putting me on Devontae Adams.
Right.
So that's not right. That's not even fair to him. I'm not even gonna get that mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he should be depth. He should not be out there versus Puka Nacua and Devontae and Tutu Atwell. Like, I hope that they realize we might need to call Gilmore. Yeah, you probably might.
Right.
You probably might. The best thing about yesterday, outside of like some of the good offensive things, is it's truth serum.
Yeah.
For Will McClain, and wake up. There are things to do. But I was panicking, and like Tuck was saying earlier, the pendulum swings too far right or left. It's like, yo, I love this team. Hate this team. I love this team. You don't never be in the middle.
Right.
I'm trying to stay in the middle right now, especially before the season kickoff. That ain't fair.
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, DMV, how about you? Where are some positives? We'll start with the positives that you heard and saw from yesterday's game or scrimmage. It's like, not a game, scrimmage. Talk about practice.
Yeah, somebody got mad at me because I called it a scrimmage and said it was practice. I'm like, I don't even.
Yeah. I mean,
ain't that practice? All right, man.
I saw a team trying to figure it out versus a team that kind of knows who they are. So the one thing that I do like is that we tried to be tough. We're not there yet, but we tried to be tough. Somebody said it in the comment section. I think it's a super chat.
Yeah,
I liked the utilization of Tolbert. I mean, not Tolbert. Sorry, Turpin.
Turpin.
Yeah, Turpin.
Very big bright spot.
I like that Joe Milton, when he was in there, was not afraid to let that thing go. You know what I'm saying?
I also found that there's a tidbit about that from Shotty, and it's petty. He said he wasn't. They had an agreement they weren't going to take deep shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he came out and said, he said, I was mad because the running game wasn't working good. So I let a deep shot fly. And he said that the Rams sideline looked at him like, what are you doing? Right. So I don't know if that's going to get him any love in his circles when you got an agreement with coaches. You shouldn't be doing them dirty. You know, and maybe that might be why the Rams whooped our ass afterwards, because you being petty, and then Sean McVay pull him to the side. Well, turn it up then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's just like I ain't taking away from Milton's deep shot at all. I'm not trying to like indirectly say it was.
Yeah, you still got to play defense, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm just saying I thought it was kind of funny that Shotty got the cojones to just say, I'm throwing a deep shot.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying,
for anyone who's ever been around like sports before, them scrimmages start off
buddy.
But once it builds up, it's like, man, no.
You see how they Jay Don Blue to the ground?
Ego and testosterone, bro. That take over.
I was playing clips yesterday. One of his runs, they threw Jay Don Blue to the ground, like, you know, little small chippy stuff.
Right.
And I love that because it's like, wake up, y'all. It's not thud up. It's cute. It's thud up. I might sneak hit you because I can. What they gonna do? And it was a couple of hits yesterday. The Rams snuck in some licks, and we just look like we took it. Right. I ain't like that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what I was getting at too. I think what I did like is that I think with our camp clips, I think with our media and us like analyzing these camp clips and stuff like that. Like I was watching Tuck yesterday, where we were watching the Jadon Blue run, and I'm like, he got tackled at the line, or he got tackled for 2. We got an opportunity to actually see it. And I also like, look, the positive is, look, the things that we wanted to see, we're seeing. The only way that you can get through that is you got to see it in live action against somebody else, and we're gonna get another opportunity in the preseason.
It's truth serum, bro.
So yeah, I mean that's what I like. I mean, as far as the play, there wasn't much to like outside of the connection between our receivers and the quarterback, which we kind of knew was going to be there. I also like too. There was a play where Javonte Williams, he had our best run of the day, where Cooper Beebe wrapped around and pulled and stuff like that. I think it was like a pin and pull type.
Yeah, I think seeing BB out in space looked good on that play.
Right,
it did. He
no see, man.
But BB ain't blocked no damn body, but it looked good.
Out there, though.
I remember I broke down. He wanted to put somebody in the dirt, but he pulled off. You know what I'm saying?
Will hit somebody, but DMV don't do that. Like he's scared it.
No, it wasn't that. I'm just saying, like, it looked good that he was in space, but I mean,
he gave a gentle push, but I think.
But I'll say this: I was listening to Sky and 2i earlier. Shout out to 2i and Sky. Some of my favorite people out there. And Sky made a great point about Williams. He said Williams is a hard player to analyze and thud up and like camp where you're not really tackling. He said you're really not going to see what he really brings to the table until he get out there in the game. So I'm hoping he plays this weekend, because he said he runs behind his pads and he's a more physical runner. He needs the full-fledged like the full-fledged tackling and everything, so you can understand what he brings to the table. I appreciated that, because you kind of want to see a flash, but he's not a scat back. He's not about to break nobody down in the open field. That ain't even his game.
Right.
So I can't wait to see him in some, or as long as we keep him in some in-game situations, so I can be like, okay, we do got a little something there with the thunder aspect of this thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Well, if you and the last thing I'm gonna say before Tuck talk, but the thing that I like too is that the Rams, where they are right now, as far as their team, they are what we are trying to achieve to be. As far as they have a run scheme, they have a running backs and different ways that they
have a culture, period, in place.
Yeah. I mean, their coach, he's a young, energetic guy who does a lot of the modern stuff. So
they're not installing nothing. Like they're not installing Eberflus's system. We install, like, whether people want to admit it or not, we in essence are installing a new offense. There's some old elements, but it and a new defense, 100% for the third year in a row.
Right, so in a row, it's crazy.
Takes when you say it out loud, you get a little frustrated. So it takes away from some things where you like, okay, we go from Quinn to Zimmer to Eberflus, and I know the philosophies vary. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not that I'm giving nobody a pass, y'all, but I also don't want to be so hyperbolic that I'm like, yo, man, you know what? This team, like you said, Tuck, this team is trash. I'm done.
Right.
Yeah, this team was almost, the Rams was almost in the NFC Championship game. They were
the Rams should have went to the Super Bowl. I'm standing on that.
And so we go through this every year, right? It'll happen in preseason, right? If y'all live stream during preseason and stuff, people are like, oh, see, it's the same old. And I was like, bro, it's not even half our roster. But I get it, right? The emotional aspect of football. I would say the positives that I saw yesterday, I already mentioned Kevontae Turpin, the super chat. I feel like Kevontae Turpin, whether he's wide receiver 3, quasi, whatever, how you want to call it,
special, man.
You will see his production drastically increase and his utilization drastically increase, which I'm excited about, because I've been saying it for years. Why haven't we unlocked Kevontae Turpin? He was far more than just a returner, especially if you go back to what he did at
Please don't just jet sweep him, no Tuck. Please don't just.
They're not gonna lucky white hit him. They ain't gonna.
That's all they usually do. Don't line him up and the defense like you about to do jet sweep. Like, please don't do that. Like, please use him somewhere else.
Gonna little lucky white hit him out. I hope not. Now I think they're gonna use.
How I used it with Tavon Austin. I used to know it was about to happen when Tavon used to go out there.
Right. Yeah, jet sweep.
Remember Dwayne Harris?
Yeah,
every time they come on the field,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like, here you go. Let's just get over with, right?
I'm going to cut you off.
But the thing that I really liked yesterday about the offensive side of the ball was, maybe it was because the offense was very dumbed down, very vanilla, because we wasn't going through the full installs, but the speed and the pace that everyone was playing with was exciting, right? How they were getting out the huddle quicker, the burst off the line of scrimmage felt quicker. So that was something that I really looked for. Of course, we saw some of the motions, right? The additional motions was perfectly fine. Dak looked good. You know what I'm saying? Dak looked good, which I expect that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So it's really not breaking news. Pickens looks great. CD looks great. Not concerned there. Jake Ferguson has a little bit more bounce to his step again, which I think is desperately needed. So
I'm happy about that because my boy, he lost confidence last year.
Yeah. So offensively, those were some of the positives. Defensively, you know, it wasn't a lot, right? I would say Perion Winfrey, y'all just watch him. Just watch this guy.
Yo, get that boy.
Just watch him. Just watch him. And I'm telling y'all right now, straight up, as soon as I get a hold of it, that's the very first film session I'm dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Look, everybody was talking about Kyron Williams and the peace sign, and that sucked. I hated that when he ran. But one play, Perion grabbed him up like a child. I was like, show some viciousness.
He sure did. So,
right.
I like Perion.
Right. So defensively, I like what I saw from Perion Winfrey. I saw a few plays with Jack Sanborn flowing in, nothing too crazy. Damone Clark played decent. You know, I know he got body slammed on Pass Pro one play, but overall, Damone Clark played decent. Corners, I really couldn't see the safeties, of course, because of the angles. Trying to think what else defensively. Also, not just from the Rams scrimmage, but just from some of the other takeaways from camp, and we've been breaking this down on my show. I think that we might need to lose the idea that Matt Eberflus is going to run this same old stale 4-3, drop 7 back in zone coverage, not blitz a lot. He is plotting something. I was talking to Double I about this. She's like, yeah, Tuck, it's
expound on that.
Because I saw multiple plays where you had Sam Williams standing up at playing linebacker, not just an outside edge. He was standing up playing linebacker. He also had Sam Williams playing linebacker, but he was hovering over the guards and rushing over the guards, right? So that is not just designed for Sam
he in
Williams.
his bag a little bit.
That's probably designed for somebody else if we can get that man signed right. But to see Sam kind of utilizing that role, because I mean, Sam can move. Like, people forget, even though he's a big boy, he played gunner, he played 3 tech, he played edge. Like, Sam is just a creative player, right? So I like the utilization of that, and I saw a lot of stunts, but I also saw blitzes just from not yesterday, but just from camp clips, right? And Matt Eberflus's thing is that he doesn't blitz a lot, but I feel like this time he's going to come to Dallas. He sees the ingredients that he has in house. He's going to blitz a whole lot more because you just have that weaponry. It'll be crazy.
Does that make you happy?
Huh? Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. And here's the reason why, Rome.
You're gonna have to.
You can't just rush 4 and drop 7 with zone because you ain't got no corners, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But
so you're going to have to get pressure. You're going to have to get pressure. You're going to have to confuse Jalen Hurts because that's our week 1 opponent up front. If not, it's going to be a long day because if you just rush with 4, Philly's offensive line will be able to handle that, and then you don't have the corners to cover the wide receivers. It will be a long day.
I like that
he
want to evolve, bro. I hate that. Like, I know before we see what the results are, it's all lip service,
right?
It's like when Mike McCarthy, we will be a running team. Shut your ass up, Mike. You know, like, so you need to see the results. And, you know, all you can go off is past tests, past information. Past information showed that Eberflus was a certain type of a coordinator. I'm liking that like you said, he came and he assessed his groceries as a chef and said, I could cook with this.
Right.
And I like that Schottenheimer. I don't want him to run what he was running with Russell Wilson. You need to get back in the lab and create with what you got and use people to their, like what you were saying with Turpin. You would it'd be criminal to just be like, Turpin is mad nice, but I don't know what to do with him. That's your job. Figure it out. So hearing that about the defense with Sam Williams, that's super like exciting that they're not gonna just be like, well, Sam, you in the rotation.
Right.
Like, get him on the field.
They're gonna get creative. They're gonna get creative. Now, here is my number 1 negative that I'm concerned about yesterday.
They had to go without the bat.
And Lux 2, that's his name, right? The Rams got physical and the Cowboys turned into cupcakes. All off season, we've been hearing toughness, fight, physicality, all those buzzwords we've been hearing, right? Get stronger in the trenches. We're gonna play tough. We're gonna play fast. We're gonna punch teams in the mouth and this and that, right? I don't care if you're running just a 2-man cover 2 or man all practice, right? Because it's just a scrimmage, right? But the thing that I should have saw yesterday was physicality on both sides of the trenches and also on defensive line. I did not see that.
I see some tiptoeing on them blocks too.
I didn't see disruption. I didn't see high motor. I didn't see velocity. I didn't see our offensive line moving people, even though the 2 Tylers were out. Still, you got to play physicality because it's what was being preached, right?
Yeah.
So that was my one concern was, where was the physicality?
But
and
you know what?
I know he said not throw punches, but there was a play that I broke down yesterday when Jalen Tolbert got decleated by the Rams defender and everyone kind of stood around. Like, all right, so are we going to be tough for real, or just at the podium?
Let's not be chopped.
That's actually what I was going to say, bro.
Right.
The throwing the punches thing, when like, you want everybody to be tough, but then you don't want them to fight. Like, you can't turn that shit on and off. Like,
Right.
if you want them to have an identity, then let them be that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Charles Haley, like, I hate to say it, not, I don't like when we bring up the 90s and stuff like that, but that team, they fight your ass in a minute. Everybody,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And
bro, they got to become
right.
So
you got to be that all the time.
Answer that, DMV. I didn't see competitive drive out there for the Cowboys yesterday.
I saw
even the scrimmage. So if you have ping pong games, competitive, basketball, competitive, everything we've been talking about, compete. Well, there should have been some competitive drive yesterday, and I just didn't see it. It kind of felt like, hey, it's just a practice, it's kind of get it over with. There was no camaraderie, there's no jumping around, there was none of that energy. Like, so where's all the stuff we've been seeing at practice? I felt like we should have saw it yesterday, which I just didn't, and that was the one thing that kind of concerned me, because it doesn't need to be I don't want to say mouth or lip service, but you know what I'm saying, whatever.
I do have a question.
Hey, I think lip service is bad. Pause if needed, if applicable.
Yeah.
I do have a question for y'all though. Do you think that part of our fight is being ripped out, watching our defensive leader, watching our team leader have to struggle through negotiations? Like, Tuck, you put it on Instagram today what Dak said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In the frustration. Like, do you guys think that can affect how this team might be going out there and competing with all of this stuff and these distractions?
Yes.
I think it's some of it.
Yes and no, because I do feel this Micah thing is deflating, right, with the team, because even just hearing how people are talking, you're not seeing that same energy, right? The media is not showing the same energy, the players aren't showing the same energy, but it's like I didn't see like Overshown running down the field, you know what I'm saying, hyping up the defense, and like, so where's all that stuff? I didn't see.
I seen hunger from the
Dante Fowler got a tackle in the backfield, someone jumping, slapping Fowler's back, like, let's go. Like, so where was that yesterday, right?
You know what I seen? I seen hunger for people that fighting for their livelihood.
Right.
Perrion Winfrey had some juice because he's trying to make the team.
Right. Yeah. Trayshawn Holden had some juice, but these people are starving. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want to flip the narrative too much, but they needed that shit. And I know people hate when they hear that because you sound like you try to spin it. No, Dallas Cowboys, the team is always horrible when they read their press clippings. And you get 2-3 weeks of camp and you get some positivity. And when you go online, people like me from time to time give you too much kudos. And you go out there and you're like, we about to smack the Rams. And what I heard from some of the reporters, like the non-biased take, was the speed was different.
Right.
And it took a while for us to settle in, like almost like the playoff game, like, oh, they damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I heard that we did pick up our intensity later in practice. My point is, I hope the team realizes you can't do that.
Right.
You can't be like, all right, I'll see you on the second half. It's going to be 30-0.
Right.
So I hope they learn in their lesson that, hey, man, ain't nobody, especially when you playing the Cowboys. When you play the Cowboys, people do little shit like what Kyron did. Like, you throw the do sign up when you playing the Cowboys because you know it's going to be all over social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you need to realize that you are the hunted. They hate you. So they need to go out there and play as such. They went out there a little too cupcake. and we got our ass beat.
So Footwalker says, bro, they was going to have speed, fellas. Yeah, that's the problem. that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because the Rams wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we're talking about, I do not care if you've been competing, playing ping pong and paintball, and yesterday was time to just compete, right? I get the schemes. I get you're going to be very vanilla. You're not going to show, but hey, it's one-on-one. It's man on man for someone who's not on my team. Now it's time for me to, because I saw Rams players decleat our players and slam them down, and then their players were hitting on top of the head like this. When Jalen Tolbert got decleated, he stood over him and mugged him down and stared up like, so I needed, where was, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing I'll be looking at from a football perspective, because we've been hearing that was going to be the cultural change, right? Where was the toughness? Where was the physicality? Where was the swagger out there yesterday?
But let me,
like, it was just a practice for us. But the Rams, you know, they went out there and punching. So we'll see how it all unfolds.
Let's shoot them bail, and I'll let you go, DMV. Let me just give this perspective, because I put was I overreacting in my title, because I had the same thoughts yesterday. Like, where was we at? When you're flipping a culture and you're trying to change things around, I'm not going to expect it to be perfect. We're not Super Bowl champions because we weren't Super Bowl. We didn't even make the playoffs.
Right.
You're trying to flip a team to get back to being one of the better teams in the league. We ain't ready yet. Mm-hmm. And yesterday was a good example, because the Rams are ready. As long as Matthew Stafford can be upright, the Rams look to be back in the NFC Championship game if everything go right. They one of them teams. I'm glad that was the team, because we practiced versus the, I don't know, just a lower level team. I don't got to pick one. We might have got an unrealistic thought process like, oh, all right, I'm glad we played one of the NFC killers yesterday and they put us back in our place. Yeah, y'all second tier, third tier. And I need Shotty to take advantage of the situation. I don't know if he did. Hey, man, we ain't look too good. I know what he told the media, but I need him behind the scenes to be like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Tuck, all that ping ponging is cool, but we going to compete on the field, or what we going to do?
Right.
I respect that. I respect it.
Yeah, because those are the things. It doesn't matter what the scheme is. It doesn't matter who is out there. Energy, effort, and toughness, that's just in here, right? And because like you were saying, DMV, there was lots of reports, and they got to a very slow start. And then it kind of warmed up a little bit, but like, you got to come out the gate, because that's always been the Achilles heel for the Dallas Cowboys, whether it was Jason Garrett, Kellen Moore as a play caller, Mike McCarthy, these slow starts. Why don't we come out firing on all cylinders? So to have our very first,
be feeling ourselves,
be like, it was kind of slow. It's kind of,
we'll be reading our press.
Who do we have out there? Who do we have in this organization that knows how to do that?
Guy on the sideline.
That's I'm about to say, but even him though, because of the Green Bay game, he got his ass whooped too.
Well, I mean, even with Micah, I would say probably overshown, like spark plugs, right? We don't have. I think our spark plugs will be Pickens and CD once we get to it, but they're not going to be that type of spark plug. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be
one of those Zeke. Don't want.
But I want to say this in our whole organization, right? Coaches, front office, all that. You look at the Rams. McVay got some hardware, so he know what the shit's supposed to look like. He know what it's supposed to look like. Who in this Dallas organization knows this is what we supposed to look like right then and there? This is how we supposed to come out. And I look through, and the person that you named that we should have, Gilly know what it's supposed to look like.
Will Greer know that he got the chip.
because there's different ways you can find spark plug, right? So losing here, you agree, right? Let's say Tyler Booker would have came out there and put their defensive tackle in the dirt, right? Then that would have hyped everybody up. That's when your coach comes to slap you like, yeah, Book, let's. So then that kind of creates everything. But it's like, it just wasn't, the corners wasn't bagging up. The defensive tackles wasn't getting any pressure or any push. Offensive line wasn't getting any push. Our run backers wasn't even hitting the hole besides like 2 to 3 plays. You know what I'm saying? So it just wasn't, there wasn't that energy, right? And from someone who's been hearing it all off season, right? Where was it yesterday? So hopefully that's a trend, because I don't think these players need to sit out preseason. I really think a lot of them need to play. Dak Pickens,
soul searching. This is the
CD,
soul
right?
searching time.
It's. So I think a lot of people like confuse that, right? It's not the X's and O's. It's not even the roster building. I think is the biggest problem when it comes to Dallas. It's Jerry Jones, right? But it's the soul. It's this, right? I don't look at the Dallas Cowboys and see a lot in here. You know what I'm saying? And we saw a little bit of it last year when Dak was out, Micah came back. Like they were so they were playing hard. So
that was coming from the side. I think that's coming to the Zim side.
Yeah, that's probably coming from Zim, right? Well, you need to. I hope the Cowboys can find a way to channel that because that is the separation, right? It's just that is when you're looking cross eye to eye from your opponent. Who are you then? It's easy to do at the press conference. It's easy to do it on Twitter, right? But when you're looking at that man and saying, "Hey, bro, Jared Verse is going crazy right now. Fuck that. Somebody about to put him in the dirt." So if I'm Hunter Luepke and I'm lead blocking at fullback, I'm gonna knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like something has to be done in that capacity to set that tone. And I just don't think the Cowboys have done that yet. So
I will say this though, if you look back through those clips, because I was watching them on the fly, knowing I was gonna do a show, so I didn't get a chance to really look through them. Like I was saying, everyone, it wasn't just bad across the board. There was flashes. That's the point. You're trying to get it to be everyone,
right?
Because like put it like this, I don't expect Jay Toye to be our number one tag.
Right.
But when I watched some of the plays that he was in fighting the double team, that's what I want to see. I watched him get double teamed, but I watched some genuine fight. I seen the Rams struggling to get his ass 2 or 3 yards off the ball. He was causing some. I was like, oh, that's the fight. Now, he ain't ready yet. This ain't 3 years from now. But that's all I've ever wanted to see from Ozzie.
Right.
Just some fight. So I'm just, to your point, some people were showing some like, okay, I can see it with you, but we couldn't put it together like you were saying as a team. Like it's 2 or 3 people over here fighting like dogs. Then you see Tober get knocked off his all right.
Right.
Let me go pick him
up. Right. Yeah. Like when Tober got depleted, it was on our slide in front of all our players, and dude was just mugging us and standing over him. It's just like,
what happened to Ferg, bro? Ferg need to take that cowboy hat off and get his sizzle back.
Who is going to be the bad guy, right? And I feel like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'll say this: what scares me is going to be Pickens. I don't think Pickens is going to be able to be the Pickens in Pittsburgh because 1, he's in a contract year. 2, he already has the narrative.
He won his bag. He's not messing up.
So he's going to be on his best behavior. You're not going to get the pull the mouthpiece type Pickens. You know what I'm saying? But we need that. You know what I'm saying? You need that, or people are just afraid of it. And I think the one person people are afraid of is unfortunately holding out right now. So it's just like, it needs to be.
But the heart of our trenches on both sides wasn't there, bro. Tyler Smith, our new de facto leader. Him not being out there, I can't act like it don't matter. Right. Just for morale, because he is a dog.
Right.
I seen him go toe-to-toe with the boogeyman in Philly. People be acting like Jalen Carter can't be stopped. I've seen Tyler Smith put him on his back. I keep that clip in my phone for anybody that need to see it. So yeah, that's on deck.
Yeah, that does matter. It matters.
My point is, it didn't help. We already like y'all points are valid. I'm not making excuses. I'm saying not only did we not look like, it's like this. This is the best way I can put it. If you walk on the court and you the Los Angeles Lakers or you the Bulls or whoever you like, and you look to the left and you got LeBron with you, or you got Jordan with you, whoever your favorite is, or Kobe with you, your level of play raises because I got a killer with me. But when you look to your left and it ain't a defined killer, sometimes you lose your bravado. I hate to say it, everybody not the alpha of alpha males. When Micah's out there, the rest of the team play differently. Like, oh, I got Micah with me. And when he not, and you look to the left and it's Jack Sanborn,
I think that's the problem though, Ron, because take someone like Izzy Nkwama, right? We know how fire Izzy is. What did Izzy do yesterday? You see what I'm saying?
Can't make no excuse for that. I'm trying.
Like,
I'm trying.
Like, if I see you covering your wide receivers, your guys at practice, and you're barking and you're in their face and you're talking and you're going back and forth online with people, right? But then you get in a scrimmage and it's not there. I'm starting to question, like, is it You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Isn't
my
that?
thing.
That's because you know who your guys are, but it's like we get quiet as a church mouse when we play somebody else. I think everything, to sum up everything y'all saying, it's like we weren't excited to go up against somebody else.
Right.
Like there was no excitement to play against somebody else. We love practice because we can control everything.
Right.
And I know who I'm going up against. There's familiarity. I'm comfortable.
Right.
The moment that we're not comfortable, this is what we've shown in the past. This is us right here.
You know what's crazy though?
Right. So that's what I'm saying, DMV. If you're at practice and you're jumping around, having fun, you have people in Rocky robes and boxing gloves jumping around and surfboards and all sorts of stuff, and y'all doing the Happy Gilmore, just keep the energy up. Then when it was scrimmage time, there was no energy.
Yeah, no energy. Yeah.
I just want to know if it was like, I guess I'm the bail man tonight. I know y'all gonna hate me.
Now you good, bro? Do your thing.
But like, I wonder if it's you lean, like I said, you swing the pendulum too far left or right. Last year in the Rams scrimmage, we had a player push a coach, and it's like, all right, you a little too fiery. You just out of control.
Oh, you talking about Huggins? And we cut him, right? Yeah, he had a good camp.
He was just bugging. But then you had the fights in the practice. You had Shoddy establish his dominance, and that's great. I'm happy he did because that's important to establish that define leadership. Mm-hmm. But did you snip off? Like sometimes you got to find a way to strike a balance.
Right.
Did they get him a big speech? All right, now don't be pushing no coaches. Don't be fighting nobody. And then you thinking. And when you think too much, y'all know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So are they thinking like
I think so, bro, because if I felt like when Tober got pushed, there was people wanting to do it, but it felt like it was like a force feel like, well, I mean, damn, bro. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of one of those things.
You got to take some of that limiter off.
Right,
what's the thing on the cars? You got to take some of that off. Let him ride.
Like, damn, bro. He just slammed my dude all hard in the ground, but Shotty told me if I fight, he's going to kick me out. So if I push this guy, he might swing. So I'm just going to stay out of it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't swing on nobody. You ain't got the leash. But a couple of players, like you said, Tuck, a couple of players can swing.
Right.
Oster, you should be swinging. You ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Right. That's a frustrating thing, bro. You give people like Osa a bag, right? And Osa was out there, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be like the next day, like, ooh, Perion. Ooh, I see Toya fighting. And then I'll be like, yo, what Osa do? I should hear something.
Right.
When you get that bag, you got to do something, bro.
Right.
I ain't trying to hate on Osa out of the blue. I'm saying you got to do a little something when you get a little bit of a bag. You can't just be out there. Like I know yesterday, Troy Pride got toasted by Devontae Adams, and I know they got great receivers over there.
Right.
But I ain't hear no fight from. I ain't hear nothing about Deron Bland. He was out there, from what I understand.
Right.
I ain't hear, and the first time I hear Elam's name is when the bullets start flying.
Right.
I heard Elam's name for 3 months.
Right.
Now I know offensive scheme dictates. We'll find find the weak link. So maybe they were just going at Troy Pride. Maybe that was the offensive scheme.
You know,
but I just want to see. I'm not killing the team forever, yo.
Right.
I still like Elam. I still think, you know what I'm saying? I think we'll be fine. But yesterday was what it should have been. It should have been an eye opener. Don't do this. What is that movie called with Sandra Bullock?
Oh, the Blonde Box?
Bird Box.
Bird Box. Yeah, Bird Box.
Cover your eyes on purpose because you don't want to believe it. Open your eyes and pay attention. It don't mean you can't be optimistic. I still got my Kool-Aid.
Right.
But you put it down just a little bit, drink some water, and be like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all. Like, wait for Saturday. Like, all right, I'm gonna drink water till Saturday night. Right. Let's just see, because we might get.
Because if it happens again Saturday night, bro, like if we come out flat again, especially if our starters play, because like you said, bro, we heard about Jared Verse dominating. Like, oh, Jared Verse dominated.
I'm not surprised at that.
Okay, cool. But then where was our Osa? You know what I'm saying? Like, Osa should have been terrorizing somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so is that mean for me to say, bro? He just got a bag.
Nah, not at all. Like the expectations go up, right? The expectations go up now that you got the bag, and we can't.
You can't just give me 4 sacks, bro. I need 8.
So I just, like I said, that was the one thing that was disappointing for me. Like I just didn't see that same energy, right? It's like if you're going to think about it, competitive toughness, physicality, high energy, their first opportunity to really show it, besides field trips, was yesterday. We didn't see it. So hopefully Saturday we'll see it. You know what I'm saying, bro? All these field trips and basketball, because we see it on Instagram, right? Oh, they're out playing ping pong and everyone. Okay, oh, cool. I get that, bro. But now let's compete. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see who was the top dog. You have speed dominance where you're giving out speeding tickets at practice for whoever's playing the fastest, but no one defensively should have got a speeding ticket yesterday because everyone was playing slow. So it's like everything that you're coaching for the first opportunity to show it, we just didn't see it. So hopefully we'll see it Saturday, because even if you lose this preseason, who cares, right? You should see energy, and competitive toughness. From this
I got
team.
something for y'all boys though, because I know what they want. They want a little bit of like, hey, y'all, don't just leave me on the ground. And I'm gonna give this to them in the DMV. You know what I'm saying? A little good bounce pass or alley-oop. We should be excited about Saturday. Joe Milton got a clean bill of health. He ain't gonna be out.
Right.
I think they was just being cautious. Listen, y'all, Joe Milton can play. And as big as it, y'all know I'm a big Dak fan. I'm not scared to talk about how good Joe Milton is, because I feel like it's gonna hurt Dak Prescott's feelings. He's a grown-ass man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you should be excited about Joe Milton. Because whenever we had any issues, we would be like, Cooper Rush.
Right.
The fact that you should be locked in for most of this play. I don't know when Greer's going to get in. He's going to get probably some snaps at the end. But Joe Milton should carry us a good 2.5, 3 quarters. And I'm so excited to watch this game, because I really feel like it's going to give us a picture into what could – I'm not going to parse words. What could be our future? Dak Prescott's 32. Milton is what, 25?
Can I say it now, or are we gonna still tiptoe around it?
Bro, I don't care. Yo, we listen, I can do both. Bro. I can support Dak and like Joe. Why can't you do both?
Yeah, facts.
So I'm gonna say this. Listen, and y'all can clip this and feel however you want to feel.
It's okay, bro. They'll be all right.
This is not the time for Dak Prescott to miss games.
He can't.
This is not the time for Dak Prescott to miss games, because Dak can put himself in a situation that he was in with Tony Romo.
History repeats itself,
Joe Milton
bro.
is not only talented, Joe Milton is connected with these wide receivers. Like Shotty said it, like the person we see it with Pickens and CD, but he said Milton and Pickens are like this. They have a Twitch channel. They stream together. They play video games. Like, they are inseparable. Joe Milton had some of the wide receivers together. So he is not Trey Lance, right? He is a guy that can actually play this game
good, though.
At a very high level. He has arm talent. And here's the thing that's really going to help Joe Milton. Clayton Adams and Brian Schottenheimer won't be lazy like Mike McCarthy. They will build a scheme around him. So if you have a run game and you add somebody who has an arm cannon and RPOs, if Joe Milton was to have a Cooper Rush, what he did 2 years ago when Cooper Rush run that run, it's going to be a much uglier situation than it was when Cooper Rush. And that's all I'm trying to warn Cowboys fans for, that if Dak goes down, and let's say Dak unfortunately gets hurt, and Joe Milton goes out there and he beats Kansas City, and let's say, we lose to Philly by just like 1 point or something, but he's playing well. I mean,
let me tell y'all,
he's electric with how he plays, though. It's not just that he has the arm talent and stuff. Like, you can see the energy that we were talking about, because I will tell you, some of the throws he made yesterday, that did show the energy that we were looking for in that scrimmage. And he just so happened to go out of it early because he got hurt.
But let me say this though. It could be both, y'all. It ain't gotta be. You want both to play well.
Right.
Some people secretly want that, and I've been hearing it too. They're not just fans. A lot of people that secretly want Dak to look bad so you can get Milton in there.
Right.
I don't want the team to fail. I hate losing.
Right.
You can still have both. You want Milton to go ball to where people saying, you want him to say, Dak might look over his shoulder. That's fine, because you want Dak to be pushed. Dak does play well, whether y'all believe it or not, when he feels like he's pushed.
Right.
So the better Milton plays, the sharper Dak gonna be. I need Milton to go out there on Saturday and light that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because people will say, then what? You just have two really good quarterbacks. Yes.
Yes.
So if you get to the point where the Cowboys is like, yo, I think we want to move, that whole thing where Dak got a no trade clause. This is for the Dak haters. So get your phone out. Go.
Oh shit.
Hit record. Because I don't care. Clips don't hurt me. If Joe Milton plays so good in this hypothetical scenario that you like, all right, not this year, because I do feel like Joe Milton still got stuff to learn. Quarterback ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Talent won't carry you so far, but I think it's good he's getting to learn behind a quarterback that's willing to help him too.
Mm-hmm.
He has a great year. Let's just say Dak stay healthy, but Milton is ready and sharp all year. But maybe Dak have a bad playoff run again or something like that. And the Cowboys like, we're done. People will say, well, Dak won't waive his no trade clause. Yes, he will. If it comes to the right scenario, but the no trade clause makes you work with the player and say, I want to go here. That's the only thing it is for. Because no players in their right minds is going to hold the team hostage. I'm going to stay here and sit on the bench. Don't nobody want to be Kirk Cousins. Because that's what Kirk Cousins doing right now. Dak would waive it if it came to that scenario. Now, this is a far-fetched, long scenario. But my point is, if Joe Milton continues to ascend and Dak slips a little bit, hey, Dak, let's go on and get, while you got value, let's get you traded to a team where you can do some things. You know, it's always a team out there that's looking for a vet. He'd have been a Steeler right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not looking to you could hit stop on your record. This is where Rome come back in. I'm not looking to get rid of Dak Prescott right now.
At all, right now.
I still think he can play well. I'm looking forward to him being able to play with George Pickens in them.
Mm-hmm.
But two things can be true. You can look up and be like, yo, we got two really good quarterbacks. And as Tuck said, if Dak sprained his ankle, history can repeat itself to where Joe come in and play 4 straight weeks. Remember when Dak broke his finger? He missed 5 weeks.
Right.
You mess around, lose your job.
I don't think he will lose it, but the hard conversation will be, how do we give it back?
I'm talking about like over time, not like instantly.
The same thing with Dak. It's like we knew that Romo was a much better quarterback than rookie Dak, but he was rolling and the team started believing. So I feel like Cooper Rush, even when we were winning games with Cooper Rush, we just knew, you know what I'm saying? Thank God we winning games, but you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Trey Lance, right? Joe Milton is completely different from these two. And I know a lot of people saying, oh, he's still young. You haven't seen him.
I agree with that, though. Okay.
I've scouted this kid coming out of Tennessee. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of throws, right? He has it all. And like I said, the thing that's going to help Joe Milton is Schottenheimer and Clayton Adams is not going to be like, well, my offense is just my offense. You better just adapt. They'll know, oh, we can change it. You know what I'm saying? Let's put some more RPOs out there. Let's do some, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look. If Dak went down, I'm not gonna say yes. I know a lot of y'all would like, hell yeah. like, it's not me, but I'm also not gonna be like, man, let me go and download PFF again and get these. I'm not gonna be doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the big difference. Me and Tuck last October, DMV was like, oh, yo.
When Dak went down, when they said he was done for this season, bro, this was the first time ever in my life last year that I actually fell asleep during Cowboys games with Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? And we won them shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, bro, I'm not, because I knew there was no chance we could beat some quality people. But with Joe,
is this easy, yo? If Joe was our quarterback down the stretch last year, we make the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
We win 10 games. Joe would have won us 3. We'd have won that Bengals game. We would have swept Washington. And pick another game. We'd have won one other game. Like, if
we probably would have finished that Atlanta game. We might have won that
exactly.
Right.
And look, I needed to say this. I needed to have this small segment. Because I know, like, as a fan base, it's always super toxic, and people tap dancing around this because they think Dak, we gonna hurt Dak's feelings. I'm not gonna. 4 months ago,
I was going like, cause I see him in the chat. Dak can't be pushed. The fuck he can. He could be pushed.
4 or 5 months ago,
right now.
If Cartel, y'all know how I get down. 4 or 5 months ago, before Joe Milton was the guy, I said, "Yo, go draft somebody. Get." I was saying it. Now that we finally here, I was saying, "Yo, get somebody to push Dak, not get rid of Dak, because that's where the haters want me to live."
Right.
I want to push him because my thing is this: if he's as good as I think he is, he'll be just fine.
He'd be fine, right?
But if he's not as good as I think he is, then the dude will take his job. That's reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ball. I got faith he gonna ball, but I was never afraid to bring somebody in. It's just it's reality now. It's not me just screaming into the ring light. So we got one. I can't wait for Saturday. And if he ball, get ready for Monday because Colin Cowherd gonna be like, Cowboys need to go and
like I said, I'm telling people right now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I knew that the NFL was gonna be who they really are and did what they did in the draft, I would have 1,000% during that draft been screaming the draft Shedeur Sanders.
That was another person I would have been cool with taking.
If he would have made it to that 5th round, I'd have been like, get him.
Right.
Because we didn't have a 4th rounder.
It makes us mad because we did what we were supposed to do in our free agency. Jones family. We could have took Shedeur and I wouldn't look. That would have been a bigger circus because
it would have been a circus, bro. But like, I don't understand why people don't want depth at the quarterback position because I feel like this is the problem when it comes to Dak Prescott. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, right? He gets so much hate. We either overprotect or we overhate. Right?
That's exactly where it comes from with me.
Yeah, I feel like I can't even analyze him properly.
You can't have honest conversation. That's why I've been kind of staying away from this.
I don't care, bro. I defend them because of the hate. That's where it's
right. But people overprotect and they're doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's no way that Joe Milton. I guarantee you there is ways it can happen. Right. There is ways that it can happen. So it's like
I'm not here to say, but like
I'm not wanting it to happen, but it could.
We're not babying him. Look, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm about to say, why does James Garrett keep telling us to go slow with Joe? Like, if he out here putting together plays, why we can't say he putting together plays?
Right.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm okay with look. See, I'm somewhere probably in the middle. I'm okay with saying I'm not trying to rush because it's like this. I don't want to. I think you got a good thing. And you don't got to rush Joe. I ain't saying sit Dak because I feel like Joe Milton can become what Aaron Rodgers became. Don't freak out. It's the scenario, not the player. I'm saying sometimes you get some time to train behind somebody for real for a year or two, and you really ready. I think Joe Milton, because Dak Prescott is one of those rare quarterbacks. He not too prideful. He not shunning him. Joe said, yo, Dak is teaching me mad stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, good. Now he might be training his replacement. That's another story for another day. But that's when you confident in yourself because you show your fear if Joe Milton gets there and you hear stories of Dak don't talk to him, Dak don't like.
Right.
I saw him doing
like Aaron Rodgers.
Romo did that to him, and Mark Sanchez was the one.
Jordan Love was coming. You see what I'm saying?
Say that, DMV.
I was gonna say because Romo did that to him, and it was Mark Sanchez who was getting him ready. You get what I'm saying? At one point, they were telling us, slow your roll with Dak. And look, we all pros later, almost.
Bro, I was slow your roll with Dak. I tell people this all the time. I was pro Romo, and I used to defend his ass.
See, I was the opposite. I was pro.
You was
Dak.
ready?
I was pro. I wanted Dak in that draft. That's why I put that tweet. I wanted Dak because I wanted someone to push Tony Romo. I was tired.
Same way we want somebody to push Dak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like, I wanted someone. You know what I'm saying? Now I wasn't the draft wizard back then, but I wanted a quarterback that could really push Tony Romo. And also, when he went down, our season wasn't just over. You know what I'm saying?
What did you want though? Did you? Out of that whole group, I'm gonna be real with y'all, because y'all go clown me. You know who I wanted out of that group that I'm glad we didn't get? I wanted Paxton Lynch.
No.
Now I wasn't nowhere near.
I wanted Dak. Dak was one of the ones I wanted
back then. And I wanted Paxton Lynch because that's what everyone told me we should go get.
Right.
So I
wanted a mobile backup. I feel like your backup quarterback should have some wheels.
Now I'll say it publicly. I wanted Johnny Manziel. You know what I'm saying? I want someone that can push my quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
I might have wanted Johnny.
I wanted Zach Martin like we got him. I wanted Zach Martin or Aaron Donald. I
wanted Aaron Donald, but I knew he was gonna get him. But
I wasn't. I
want a backup quarterback that can push. And look, it worked just in our NFC East with Philly, right? It sounded crazy when they drafted Jalen Hurts. It took my man in the
second, though.
And a lot of people sound like, oh, he's never gonna like, bro, like it's okay to have competition. It's football. Yeah. They're grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we want certain individuals to be so damn comfortable, right? I want another tight end. You know what I'm saying? I want more running backs to push. I want more defensive tackles to push. I want better quarterbacks to push. The
perfect segue.
Push, the better your team will be, in the overall, the better depth you will have. So we have to
perfect segue. Why y'all think we've been beating the chair? Yo, go get another running back. And everybody says we're good. How? Who in that room? And even the people with pedigree, who in that room you can confidently say he's straight, he don't need no comp. We want to bring in more comp.
Right.
And and how could who in the chat, y'all can please speak up in the chat if y'all need to. Who in the chat would say, "Oh, why would you go get a Breece Hall? Why would you go get a Travis Etienne or somebody like that? Like you would frown your face up because of blue? That's like the Eagles. That's like an Eagles fan back in the day being like, "How dare you trade for AJ Brown?"
Mm-hmm.
What?
Right. We don't need AJ Brown. We got Smitty. You know, so it's just
realize we just want more. Like I seen Jay Toye fighting. Great. Keep developing, young man.
Right.
But if we went and got DJ Reader, like, hello, like, I know you want your cornerbacks to develop, but Stephon Gilmore would not only come in and help, he is a known teacher.
Right.
Like some of the cornerbacks said when he was here, he is helping them with his diet, with their diet and everything. Like, I just don't understand why everybody say we good.
No, we don't need Gilmore because he's going to stunt Siobhan Rebel. I mean, the hell with all that, bro.
Unless we're having a ring ceremony on September 4th, we ain't good. Because I just seen them add a cornerback.
Right.
Ain't nobody on Philly side. They threw Kaylee Ringo in the trash. Like he didn't even exist. Mm-hmm. So why they good enough to why they could do that, but we can't?
Now, nobody's saying anything about all these wide receivers being in competition for Tolbert. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like it happens.
You're right.
You're right. Yeah. We have to stop. Competition is always good, and not just from what DMV, Rome, and CFT is in saying. Right? Brian Schottenheimer has been saying this. Brian Schottenheimer has said at the podium, "Hey, we want Joe to be competition for Dak." You don't
yes.
Things. You know what I'm saying?
But why is that bad? Look, I can say Dak's most hated. I can defend them versus these stuttering YouTubers that can't talk straight. Yeah, that was a shot. And all kinds of craziness that be going on.
Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
I can defend Dak, but I can't look at Dak and say, yo, all right, man, we brought somebody in that's younger than you, with a stronger arm than you. What you gonna do? Now, Dak Prescott can get deeper into his bag and be like, all right, I gotta go ball. And lock in and not be careless at any moment and feel pushed like he did that entire first season when he was like, yo, if I mess up once, they pulling me off this field. Fact. That's how he played that first season. I need him to play like that because I feel like that gets the best out of him. I feel like when Dak reads his press clippings is when he go out there and we have a Green Bay game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need him feeling himself none this season. I need him to be like, man, if I throw 2 picks, they might bring Joe out here. Like I want him to feel like that.
Right.
Because it ain't going to be the media at first. If Joe goes and balls on Saturday, Dak going to get a different type of – he gets the external hate. But Dak ain't had the put in Joe chance.
Right.
That's a whole different ball game. And I think, and I'll leave y'all with this, I think he can step up to the challenge. And I'm willing to just be wrong. If Dak ain't good enough, I'll go down with the ship. I went down with the Romo ship. I swear I did. I went down with it. It was like, well, it's Dak team now. So I'm gonna just go down with the Prescott ship. If he can't do it, I'm okay with just being absolutely wrong. But I think he can.
Right. All right. Before we dip, man, DMV, we have the scrimmage, or not actually a preseason game on Saturday versus the Rams. What are the top 5 things you're looking for on Saturday's matchup?
I like that.
Wow, top 5. I want to see more of a push from our O-line. Hopefully the combination, we can get a good push there. Mm-hmm. Defensively, like we talked about, I want to be able to show a little bit more fight in the run game. You know what I'm saying? More physicality. Number 3, I want to see our corners actually show some fight.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Number 4, the running back, I want to see all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear about no damn hammy. I don't want to hear about no shoulder tightness or nothing like that. Like, we need to be able to evaluate these guys. We need all the
Angry. Yo, I'm sorry, Angry. You would tell me,
bro. That's why I'm about to wrap up the show, Angry, because I got This is Cowboys stuff.
I'm sorry, cool DMV. Angry was talking about on Twitter, and it's your fault, DMV. You started this.
Yeah. DMV put everybody on Strangers in Aisha. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And number 5, man, I want to see Shotty light a fire under this team for this preseason game. Like, right. I want to see this team like know what happened the other day and go out and
Show
get
up.
their get back. You know what I'm saying? Get theirs back in blood. Like actually go out there with a freaking purpose and not just going out there with a visor, sitting out there and chilling and you know, sunflower seeds and stuff. So that's where I'm at with that, guys.
I'm gonna let Tuck end it. So I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna let Tuck end it. I'm gonna just be real simple with it. I would love to see the entire team play. I want to see Dak play a series at least. A quarter's reaching, but I would just love to see them because I feel like it's a statement. It ain't even about Dak going out there. I feel like sending Dak out there would be a statement for Shoddy's culture. This different now. It'll be truly different now. So I would love to see that. I can't wait to see Joe Milton. I ain't afraid to say it.
Right.
I want to see Trayshawn Holden because I think I heard that they said he ain't play yesterday. Like they ain't play him for whatever reason. And I don't know why. Because I feel like I would have stash him.
They about to stash him.
They better not. I think Trayshawn Holden need to go on that field. So that's one person I want to see. I want to see both sides of our trenches show some heart. Even if you can just show some heart, man. Like you hear it loud and clear. All them dudes watch these shows. They hear it, and it ain't just from us, just period. Right. You've heard since the scrimmage. I know the Cowboys team has heard that y'all was looking a little soft. So you don't need Shoddy need to give you a speech, but you should already be internally hungry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my third thing. Fourth, do y'all think Osa gonna play?
Probably not.
I know that's a name I was picking on earlier. All right, I'll go with instead of Osa. I want to see. I know Sam Williams is gonna be out there.
Oh yeah.
I want to see Sam show me some things, and I want to see Ezraku was kind of quiet yesterday outside of run support. They said he had a good bull rush, but they ain't really getting his pass rush tool back. So Sam and Ezraku, and fifth, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna still DMVs, man. It's really just like I need to see instead of like we were saying earlier. I want all talk. I want to see some fight in the team, like overall. So I'm just echo what DMV said and just cheat, man. I need to see some fight. I don't know who gonna do like the fire, but somebody need to light it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I want to see energy out the gate, right? I don't want to see okay, well in the second quarter they pick out the gate, right? Out the gate energy. I also want to make sure I'm watching heavily our defensive tackles, right? That whole rotation. So Mozzie's gonna get a lot of spotlight. Perry on. I think Solomon Thomas will probably play, and also Jay. So I'm gonna be watching defensive tackles specifically. Offensive line, going to be watching them, especially on the perimeter. Nate Thomas. A lot of looks. I doubt that Tyler Smith will play probably. So you'll probably have Hoffman, probably TJ Bass out there. But I'm definitely going to be watching heavily on the offensive line. And then also I'm going to be watching our running backs, of course, right? The running backs conversation. And I personally think all of them should be out there. You know what I'm saying? There should be nobody besides Miles Sanders because of the injury induced with the injury, right? That should be at their chain zone, eating sunflower seeds. Javonte Williams probably needs to be out there.
Yo, give Hunter rock some more.
Huh? Yeah, Hunter. Yeah. I like to see that a little bit more Hunter.
I tried to tell y'all, bro. I've been seeing that. Yeah. I've been saying that.
I mean, he need to be the lead back.
Yeah. And then lastly would be our linebackers. I'm going to watch our linebackers, see what that rotation, Maris, Kenneth Murray, Jack Sanborn, watch them pretty much heavily. Corners is just a dub at this point. Just go get somebody at this point. But that's what I'm pretty much been watching this Saturday as we gear up. But my dog DMV, man, for everyone who might be seeing for the first time, let everybody know they can find you.
Hey, I am DMV Fanatic on all platforms.
There you go. Wrong. Let them know they can find you, bro.
Cowboys Fan Talk on Twitter. Cowboys Fan Talk on YouTube. Cowboys_Fan Talk on Twitter. And we gonna as I joke with my boys, we're gonna get TikTok going.
Yeah, we gotta get TikTok rolling. You know
somebody already got it going.
Somebody got it going good. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pop in on TikTok and go crazy for like a week and then take 2 months off. You know what I'm saying? So I went crazy on TikTok like 4 weeks ago, and then camp started, and I ain't posted nothing until today. So I apologize, Cowboys TikTok, if y'all watching right now. I got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Hey, CFT TikTok, whoever you are.
Yeah. So since we ain't doing TikTok, someone say, you know what, I'm gonna make one for you, and took Ron's whole identity, and he probably gonna cut up this video and post clips of it, and he doing numbers. You know,
bro, he got 10,000 subscribers. Whoever he is, it ain't me.
Right,
he killing it.
Don't send the money.
Right,
yo, don't.
Right,
yo,
yeah.
Don't be asking him questions.
I saw Ron on TikTok, and he told me to send him $105. Like, nah, bro. Like,
stranger danger over there, bro. Don't do it.
It's crazy that someone can steal your videos, your whole identity,
bro. It's winning. I know he getting it back too. Like,
right, crazy. Crazy. And for y'all seeing me for the first time, JTuck151 on all social media platforms, including TikTok, YouTube channel, CFO Sports. Starting next week, gonna be back in the lab dropping film sessions as we can really watch and analyze these football players. This is where the fun begins. So from JTuck, CFT, DMV, we appreciate you, Cowboys Nation, for rocking with us. Over 1,300 watching, because the real is back, football is back. Don't get too caught up in what we see in preseason, right? And we'll break it down, but don't be thinking the season is over because we lost by 12 to the Rams in the preseason matchup. We will be okay, right? So we appreciate y'all. And for all of us, we covered 3 and we out. Peace.